Hello, ninth graders! This is Sir Jonathan Campilla of Calego Integrated School. Narito ako upang kayo ay gabayan sa inyong pagkatuto para sa linggong ito. Anumang katanungan o karagdagang paglilinaw pagkatapos ng ating talakayan ay maaari ninyong ikonsulta sa inyong mga guro sa Mathematics 9. For this week's lesson, we will be discussing about sum and product of the roots of a quadratic equation. This lesson is anchored on the most essential learning competency, describes the relationship between the coefficients and the roots of a quadratic equation. Remember that if r sub 1 and r sub 2 are the roots of a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We can obtain the sum by using the formula r sub 1 plus r sub 2 is equal to negative b over a. On the other hand, to obtain the product of the roots, we will use the formula r sub 1 times r sub 2 is equal to c over a. To determine the sum and the product of the roots of a quadratic equation easily, remember the following steps. First, find the value of a, b, and c. Second, substitute the values in the formula. And the third is to simplify. Now, let me guide you to answer Activity 1 entitled Just the Sum. In this activity, we are going to solve for the sum of the roots of the given quadratic equations. Let's have the following examples. 2x squared plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. To solve for the sum of the roots, let's identify first the value of a, b, and c. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to negative 5. By using the formula r sub 1 plus r sub 2 is equal to negative b over a, we are going to substitute the value of b, which is equal to 4, and a, which is equal to 2. Then we simplify. Negative of 4 divided by 2 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, the sum of the roots of the given quadratic equation is negative 2. Next example. X squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Let us identify the value of a, b, and c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 2, and c is equal to negative 3. Using the formula r sub 1 plus r sub 2 is equal to negative b over a, we will substitute b as negative 2 and a as 1. Then we simplify. Negative of negative 2 divided by 1 is positive 2. As simple as that. Next example. 5x squared plus 3x is equal to negative 5x minus 2. Before we determine the sum of the roots of this equation, we need to transform it first into its standard form. This can be rewritten as 5x squared plus 8x plus 2 is equal to 0. Based on this, let's identify the value of a, b, and c. A is equal to 5, b is equal to 8, and c is equal to 2. Using the formula r sub 1 plus r sub 2 is equal to negative b over a, we are going to substitute b as 8 and a as 5. Then we further simplify. The sum of the roots of this equation is equal to negative 8 over 5. Now, let me guide you to answer activity 2 entitled More on Product. In this activity, we are going to solve for the product of the roots of the given quadratic equations. Let's have the following examples. X squared minus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. First, we have to identify the value of A, B, and C. A is equal to 1, B is equal to negative 3, and C is equal to negative 7. Using the formula, R sub 1 times R sub 2 is equal to C over A, we will substitute C as negative 7 and A as 1. Then we simplify. Negative 7 divided by 1 is negative 7. Next example. 2x squared plus 7x is equal to negative 4. First is that we need to rewrite this equation in standard form. That is, 2x squared plus 7x plus 4 is equal to 0. Then we will identify the value of A, B, and C. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 7, and C is equal to 4. Using the formula R sub 1 times R sub 2 is equal to C over A, we will substitute C as 4 and A as 2. Finally, we simplify. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Ngayon naman, ay gagabayan ko kayo kung paano sagutin ang Activity 3 entitled Think Critically. In this activity, we are going to determine the quadratic equation given the sum and the product of its roots. Let's have the following examples. Sum of the roots is equal to 6, and the product of the roots is equal to 8. To determine the quadratic equation that satisfies the given condition, we will let x be r sub 1 and y be r sub 2. Based on this, we can establish the sum as x plus y, that is equal to 6, and the product as x times y, which is equal to 8. Next is that we are going to find the value of y in terms of x for our first equation. By the addition property of equality, we are going to add the additive inverse of x to both sides of the equation to eliminate x on the other side, leaving as y is equal to 6 minus x. Now, we will use this value to replace the value of y on our second equation. We now have x times the quantity 6 minus x, that is equal to 8. By distributive property, x times 6 is 6x. X times negative x is negative x squared, that is equal to 8. Rewriting the equation in standard form, we have x squared minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. Next example. Sum of the roots is equal to 2/3. Product of roots is equal to 1/2. To determine the quadratic equation that satisfies this condition, again, we let x be r sub 1 and y be r sub 2. Then we can establish x plus y is equal to 2/3. X times y is equal to 1/2. On the first equation, we are going to find the value of y in terms of x by using the addition property. We are going to add the additive inverse of x to both sides to eliminate x on the other side, leaving us y is equal to 2/3 minus x. Now, We will use this value to substitute y on the second equation. We now have x times the quantity 2/3 minus x is equal to 1/2. By distributive property, x times 2/3 is 2/3 x. X times negative x is negative x squared. That is equal to 1/2. The resulting equation is 2/3 x minus x squared is equal to 1/2. To transform this in standard form, we need to multiply the whole equation first by the LCD of the fractions, which is equal to 6, times the whole equation, 2/3 x minus x squared is equal to 1/2. By distributive property, 6 times 2/3 x is 12/3x. 6 times negative x squared is negative 6x squared. 6 times 1/2 is 6/2. By simplifying, 12/3 is equal to 4. 6/2 is equal to 3. Transforming this equation into its standard form will give us 6x squared minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, the quadratic equation having the sum of the roots, which is 2/3, and the product of the roots, which is 1/2, is 6x squared minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next virtual instruction.